Hey everyone, I wanted to talk with you about thermoregulation, which is how our body maintains body temperature homeostasis. Heat is expressed in degrees, like degrees Fahrenheit, degrees Celsius, degrees Kelvin, or in calories. And so when you're looking at how many calories a food has, for example, that is an expression of how much heat is present in there, how much energy it has. And a calorie is how much heat is required to raise 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. And 1 kilocalorie is 1,000 calories, a calorie with a capital C. Metabolism is a word that's used a lot, although a lot of people I think maybe don't know specifically what it means. Metabolism is the sum total of all of the chemical reactions in your body. Your metabolic rate is how fast those metabolic reactions use energy. Some of that energy is used to make ATP, but inevitably you're going to lose some as heat. Your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, is measured with your body just in a quiet, at rest, fasting condition. So you're not using any extra energy at this point. Your body is just at rest. How much energy are you burning just at rest? And even when you're outside in the hot summer or cold winter, your body has a lot of homeostatic mechanisms that help to maintain your body temperature right at about 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is your core temperature. So if you were to measure the temperature of the surface of your skin, that's your shell temperature. And it'll be a little bit cooler than your core temperature. So your core temperature is normally 37 degrees Celsius, but your shell temperature may be 1 to 6 degrees cooler than that. You produce heat by a variety of mechanisms. Whenever you exercise, you've got friction, and that develops, increases the heat that's produced. Some hormones or the sympathetic nervous system can increase heat. Fever, obviously, will warm you up. Ingestion of food actually makes you warmer. If you are younger, you tend to run a little bit warmer than somebody who's older. So there's lots of different ways that we produce heat in the body. You can lose heat through a couple of different ways. One is conduction, which is when you touch solid materials. And as you touch the solid material, that heat can move from your skin, from your body, to the other surface. And so you may notice if you have sat in a chair for a while, for example, when you get up, your seat feels warm, or even just taking your hand and placing it on a table for a minute. You'll notice that when you remove your hand, if you feel that area of the table, it will feel warmer where you had your hand on it previously. You can also lose heat through convection, and we use this all of the time by using fans. This is transfer of a heat by movement of a gas or a liquid. Anytime we use a fan, we're using air that blows past us, and as the air blows past us, it takes some of our heat with it. You can lose heat through evaporation as well. So every time you exhale air, you get some of the water loss from some of your skin surface. This is insensible water loss. And that can result in heat loss as well. And then sweat is, so as long as the sweat is evaporating off of your body, that will help to remove heat. Unfortunately, if you're dripping with sweat, that does not contribute to heat loss nearly as well. If your core temperature decreases, the steps that your body is going to take include constricting the blood vessels in your skin. And this is because you want to decrease blood flow to your skin and increase it to your core so that your vital organs have the heat that they need. You'll start shivering, which are small little contractions of your muscles. This generates friction and helps to raise your body temperature. You'll also get hormonal release, which increases your metabolic processes. And again, you have a little bit of friction that's going on here. Thyroid hormones do this, epinephrine and norepinephrine. These will increase your metabolic rate and will help to warm you up. If your core temperature increases, so if you get too hot, you'll see dilation of your blood vessels in your skin. And so if you have pale skin, you may notice that if you're playing outside really hard in the summer, your skin may look red or splotchy, and I'm talking separate from a sunburn. And this is because you have dilation of the blood vessels in your skin. You are sending more blood flow to your extremities so that that heat it has a better ability to leave your body. You're trying to move heat away from your core, away from your vital organs, and get rid of it. So you take it to your extremities, dilate those blood vessels so that heat can be released through your skin more easily. You'll slow down your metabolic rate and also stimulate your sweat glands because if sweat can evaporate off of your body, that is a way of getting heat away from your body as well. Hypothermia is if your body temperature drops below 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is kind of remarkable if you think about it for just a minute. 98.6 is approximately normal. And so we're talking about 3.5 degrees difference results in hypothermia, which is pretty amazing. Our body has a remarkable ability to maintain body temperature homeostasis and thermoregulation, even 3 degrees, and we classify it as hypothermia. So, but if your body temperature drops below 95 degrees, you may feel very cold, you may be shivering a lot, and even at this point, you may be confused. Your action potentials will be slowing down, your muscles will be rigid. Bradycardia is a heart rate that's slower than normal. Hypoventilation is a breathing rate that's slower than normal, and hypotension is blood pressure that is lower than normal. So it's not just you feel cold. You're starting to see some other issues where your body is trying to maintain its resources, maintain what heat it has, and everything starts getting slowed down. And this can be caused by cold stress. So if you're mountain climbing and the temperatures are getting to you, if you're not maintaining your body heat well. Certain types of metabolic diseases, some drugs, burns, because you've taken away that protective skin layer that retains heat in your body if you have a severe burn. And malnutrition, if you don't have enough adipose tissue on you, you don't have as much kind of insulation keeping that heat in. So there are multiple causes that could cause hypothermia.